Now, kids, I'm sorry for the gap. I once again repeat the problem. What in the problem he said? Listen very carefully. If the hypotenuse of a right triangle, or otherwise what we call right angled triangle, whichever way you call it is correct. A right triangle, the hypotenuse is given, then you have to prove that it will have maximum area only when this right triangle is an isosceles triangle. When do you call a right angled triangle as, when do you call a right angled triangle as isosceles? Isosceles right ट्रायंगल कब कहते हैं इसको? मैं उसका डेफिनेशन बता रहा हूं। जब उसके बेस और हाइट दोनों इक्वल होते हैं, मतलब सपोज BC, इफ आई प्रूव BC इज इक्वल टू AB and BC are equal, then only we call it is an isosceles. And the additional condition, if B at one of the angles is 90 degrees, then we call that it is an isosceles right triangle. ये बहुत बहुत बेहतरीन क्वेश्चन है। इस प्रॉब्लम को मैं दो अलग तरीके से आप लोगों को समझाऊंगा। आपको डाउट आ सकती है, सर आपने दो मेथड क्यों बता रहे हैं? एक मैं अलजेब्रा के जरिए पढ़ाऊंगा, दूसरा ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक के जरिए पढ़ाऊंगा। दोनों अलग अलग मेथड्स होते हैं, तो इस मेथड को, दोनों मेथड्स को जानना सख्त जरूरत है हमें। तो शुरुआत करने के पहले मैं आपसे चाहता हूं कि आप ये जो चीजें मैंने लिखी है इसको अपने नोटबुक में उतार लीजिएगा, ताकि आपको समझ में आ जाए प्रॉब्लम किस प्रकार से हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। प्लीज। कॉफी है क्या? हाँ, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं आपने ले लिए होंगे। अब मैं इस प्रॉब्लम के सॉल्यूशन आपको ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक के जरिए पहले पढ़ाने जा रहा हूं। मेथड 1, here assume that this is theta and I am not aware whether BC and AB are equal or not. Since I am not aware, I will assume that the BC side is X and AB side is Y. So first I will write what is given in the problem. In the problem he said H is given. H is given means I have already told it is a constant. Since it is a constant, when you differentiate it, it becomes 0. Please, that is the importance here. Next, what to prove? To prove area is maximum if and only if BC is equal to AB, which means X is equal to Y. What a beautiful problem, you know. Now, I am working out the solution. The solution is, we know area of a triangle is half इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट। ये आपके टीचर्स पढ़ाए होंगे 6th क्लास में। सो हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट। यहां पर इस ट्रायंगल में राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल का बेस जो है बीसी होती है, तो हाफ बीसी इंटू द हाइट इज ये बी। जैसे मैंने आपसे कहा, मैं ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के जरिए इस प्रॉब्लम को करने जा रहा हूं। अब मैं क्या करूंगा, देखिए, फ्रॉम द फिगर, फ्रॉम फिगर, sin theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, hypotenuse, AB upon AC, which is nothing but y by h. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So BC upon AC, which is x by h. I want both parameters in one variable. So from here, what I will get, y is equal to h sin theta. From here, I will get x is equal to h cos theta. Now keep it as a second equation, kids, and this is first equation. Take this part, I'll teach further. I hope you have taken. Great. Now, God bless you. Thank you. Achha, still taking? Oh, sorry. Take, slowly you take, mark. There is no hurry at all. Please take slowly. No problem. Understand the problem and then write. No problem. Yeah. I hope now you have taken.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, I will be first substituting in the area which I am supposed to prove maximum. So, A is equal to half. We know x is equal to h cos theta, y is equal to h sin theta. So, h cos theta into h sin theta. Now, I don't require these parts. It is A
is equal to half h into h square sine theta cos theta. What I will do is, I will write h square by 4 to sine theta cos theta. What I did exactly is, I have multiplied with 2 on the in the numerator and in the denominator. 2 has become 4 and there was no 2 here, it was 1 and it has become 2. Why I have written this? Because it is a trigonometric formula that will simplify my structure. H square upon 4. This is nothing but sine 2 theta. This is the beauty of trigonometry in calculus. Now you got A. I told you already, to prove maxima or minima, the basic condition is derivative of the function should be equal to 0, so that you will know what are the critical points. Now, to know the critical points, what I am going to do is, I will differentiate A, the area. Since h is a constant, 4 is a constant, h square by 4 stand outside. Now I will be differentiating this with respect to theta, because the variable is theta here, but not x or y. So differentiation of sine theta, sine 2 theta. First it will differentiate sine. Sine will become sine will be h square by 4, you write as it is. Now first differentiation of sine, it is cos. Since it is not theta, it is 2 theta. So 2 theta differentiation, first you get 2 theta as it is into differentiation of 2 theta. Always remember, whatever the variable by which you are differentiating, if it is not equal to this, what is connected with the function, then you have to differentiate that connective again. Now what happens here? This is going to be like this. H square by 4 into here cos 2 theta. Differentiation of 2 theta is 2. So 2 cos 2 theta. Now it is A dash. This is A dash. The rule for maxima minima is, you have to take f dash x is equal to 0 to get CP. CP means critical points. So A dash is equal to 0 implies h square upon 4 into 2 cos 2 theta is equal to 0. Remember, h square is a constant, 4 is a constant, and 2 cos 2 theta, 2 ones are, 2 twos are. So it becomes h square upon 2 cos 2 theta. Remember, a constant can never be equal to 0 here, because h square is a constant, that is the length of the right angled triangle. Length of the right angled triangle can never be 0. Then otherwise, if it is 0, there is no right angled triangle. So h square by 2 cannot be equal to 0. In that case, cos 2 theta should be equal to 0. Cos 2 theta is equal to 0. Cos 2 theta, cos will become 0 only at pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 90. You may get it out, sir, why only you are taking cos pi by 2? Why can't it be some other value? Because in 4 quadrants, cos will become here exactly when it touches the y-axis, x-axis, it becomes 0. Now, when you go here, it will again come. It will be here again 0. It will be one more time here 0. You remember, I told you in the previous class, all trigonometric functions have got one beautiful quality. In each quadrant, they get one value only once. So, like in this case, I took cos pi by 2 because I am dealing in the first quadrant. Why it is the first quadrant? It is a right angled triangle. The maximum angle in this right angled triangle is 90 degrees only. That means I am here. This is not required, this is not required, this is not required. That's why I have taken cos pi by 2 is the only value for this. So cos and the cos cancel. 2 theta is equal to pi by 2, kids. Now this implies theta is equal to pi by 4. This is my value, what I call critical point. I have got the critical point. Now I have to prove a double dash is less than 0. Then only it is maximum. First you take this part, then I will do the rest. Come on, quick.
Sir, that's
You're taken?
Yes,
Say,
sir.
yeah, great. Thank you. When you shout, I get. Now, now, kids, I told you already in the problem, आपने शुरुआती तौर पर आपने लिख लिया ये डबल f डबल डैश शुड बी लेस देन 0. अब मेरे पास a डैश आ गया. This is a, sorry, this is a dash, and I have critical point here. This is critical point. I'll make this substitution. Let me see whether I get negative or a positive. So I take a dash as h square upon 4 into 2 cos 2 theta. I'll take simplification again. A dash is equal to h square upon 2 cos 2 theta. Great. Now I have got my a double dash. What is a double dash? Differentiation of, again differentiation of this cos 2 theta. Now, जैसे मैंने इससे पहले already आपको explain किया था, differentiation first take the function number 1. Function number 1 is cos. Cos differentiation is minus sign. जो भी यहाँ पर है, it will come as it is into. Since it is not equal to theta, it will get differentiated. When differentiated, it becomes 2. So 2 is the value. 2 or 2 cancel ho gaya. It is minus h square sine 2 theta. What an excellent conclusion we have got. Now it is a double dash. A double dash is what? A double dash is equal to, I have got minus h square sine 2 theta. I will have to verify what is its value at critical point. A double dash at critical point. At critical point. What is a critical point? Theta is equal to pi by 4. I'll make the substitution. At theta is equal to pi by 4 in my a double dash. What happens? Let me see. Minus h square sine 2 theta. 2 into pi by 4. 2 into pi by 4. That is pi by 2. 1 sir, 2 sir. So minus h square sine. Excellent. Sine pi by 2. Sine 90 is equal to 1. So minus h square into 1 is equal to minus h square, which is a double dash is less than 0. Therefore, a double dash is less than 0 when theta is equal to pi by 4. Hence, area is maximum when theta is equal to pi by 4. What a beautiful conclusion we have got. When theta is equal to pi by 4, if area is maximum, now let me see whether this function is, whether it is isosceles or not. Let me verify it. For an isosceles, I told you already, x and y should be equal. Now, what is y? H sine theta. Look back the first step. Y is equal to h sine theta. Now, h sine pi by 4, which is h into 1 upon root 2. That is h upon root 2. What is x? X is equal to h cos theta. That is h cos pi by 4. That is h into 1 upon root 2, which is nothing but h upon root 2. Therefore, x value is h upon root 2. Y value is h upon root 2. So I conclude x is equal to y. That means my triangle is an isosceles triangle. Listen to me very carefully. मेरे पास जो प्रॉब्लम उसने दिया है सिर्फ इतना ही है. मेरे पास हाइपोटेनस है, इट इज h. मुझे नहीं पता क्या है इसका वैल्यू, बट इट इज अ कांस्टेंट. ये चेंज नहीं होगा. The area of the right angled triangle is maximum only when it is an isosceles triangle. So what I took is, I proved the area is maximum when theta is equal to pi by 4. Once I identified at theta is equal to pi by 4, the area is maximum. Let me have a check whether x and y will be equal or not. I proved x and y are equal. That means when it is isosceles, the area is maximum. When the area is maximum, it is an isosceles. That's end of your problem for 6 marks. Please. Yeah, you're taken.
Sir, just a second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I told you I'll be teaching you 2 methods to solve this problem. You have seen now method 1 using trigonometry. Now we shall focus on algebraic method. It is one of the beautiful interpretations in the algebraic. See, without much hurdle, you will cross everything. Now, let me begin with what I have taken earlier. Same thing I am taking now. There is a right angled triangle for this problem. Hypotenuse is given. Hypotenuse is given means it is a constant. It is a constant. मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर चुका हूं तो इसीलिए मैं पुनः एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं इसको. अब मैं यहां पर थीटा लिया था, मैं थीटा नहीं लूंगा, मुझे जरूरत नहीं है. नाउ इट इज एक्स, इट इज वाई. स्ट्राइट अवे आई एम गोइंग. एरिया इज इक्वल टू हाफ बेस into height is the rule. Half x into y. Now it is function A. It is function A. There are two variables. Whenever you have two variables, you can't differentiate, and you are not supposed to differentiate this function until you convert the entire function into one variable. Could be x, could be y. Any variable as per your choice. How am I going to do it? We know as per Pythagoras theorem. As per Pythagoras theorem. We know as per Pythagoras theorem, which we learnt in very small classes. X square plus y square is equal to h square. The sum of the squares of both the sides of a right angled triangle is always equal to square of the hypotenuse. This rule will now help me to get this one function. Now it is y square is equal to h square minus x square. What a beautiful thing here. What exactly I got is A is y is xy. I will write slightly this as from first equation. A square, both sides I am squaring. 1 upon 4 x square y square. What I did is I have squared both sides. Now what I will be doing is a square is equal to 1 upon 4 x square into h square minus x square. देखा मैंने इस प्रॉब्लम में क्या किया. पहले x y जिस फंक्शन को लेना था मैंने उस फंक्शन को लिया. क्योंकि यहां पर दो वेरिएबल्स होने के कारण मैंने दोनों में से एक को हटाना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि मैं दोनों वेरिएबल्स को रख करके डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर सकता. तो इसीलिए मैंने दोनों में से एक को हटाने के निर्णय किया. उस निर्णय के अनुसार मैंने यहां पर पाइथागोरस थ्योरम को अप्लाई किया, जो ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू सी स्क्वायर फॉर्मूला जो आप बचपन में पढ़ के आए हैं. उस फॉर्मूला के जरिए मैंने वाई स्क्वायर का तोड़ निकाला. चूंकि यहां पर वाई था, वाई स्क्वायर नहीं है, तो वाई स्क्वायर के लिए मैंने क्या किया, इस फंक्शन को मैंने बोथ साइड्स स्क्वायरिंग किया. स्क्वायरिंग करने पर मुझे ये आ गया कि दैट इट इज ए स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 4 एक्स स्क्वायर वाई स्क्वायर. इस पे मैंने इस वैल्यू को सब्स्टिट्यूट किया. जब इस वैल्यू को मैंने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, उसका स्ट्रक्चर इस प्रकार बदल गई है. अब ये पूरे फंक्शन को मैं एक f of x के नाम दूंगा. तो f of x now is equal to 1 upon 4 here h square x square minus x to the power of 4. आप मुझसे ये सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, सर आपने a स्क्वायर को f of x की दर्जा क्यों दिया, क्यों, why you have taken it? मैं आपको एक और बात समझा देता हूं. एरिया इज ये, एरिया ऑफ ए राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल इज ये. अब ये मेरे पास नहीं रहा, अब ये बन गया ए स्क्वायर. तो इस फंक्शन को मैंने, चाहे ये हो या ए स्क्वायर, मेरे लिए एक फंक्शन की जरूरत है. उसको आपको कंफ्यूजन ना हो इसीलिए मैंने उसको एफ ऑफ एक्स के रूप में लिया. यदि आपके टीचर्स आपके स्कूल लेवल पर
ये बात नहीं बताई है तो मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं एफ ऑफ एक्स को भी हटाऊंगा और ए स्क्वायर ही रखूंगा, इसको बिना कोई चेंजेस के। अब मैं ए स्क्वायर को ही डिफरेंशिएट करूंगा, मुझे कोई एतराज नहीं है। अब ए स्क्वायर को मैं डिफरेंशिएट कर रहा हूं, मतलब ए डैश को जैसे लिखते हैं ए स्क्वायर डैश को ऐसे लिखेंगे। तो 1/4 डी बाई डी एक्स ऑफ एच स्क्वायर एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स टू द पावर ऑफ 4। बहुत धीरे धीरे करिएगा, चीजें बहुत आसानी से सुलझ जाते हैं। तो डी बाई डी एक्स, सॉरी, डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ एच स्क्वायर एक्स स्क्वायर। एच स्क्वायर इज अ कांस्टेंट, क्योंकि h is a constant, so h square is also be a constant. So I take h square outside, differentiating x square by x, it is 2x. 2h square x आ जाती है, माइनस यहां पर ये 4x क्यूब आ जाता है। तो ये आ गया मेरा a स्क्वायर डैश। a स्क्वायर डैश को मैं इक्वल टू 0 करूंगा। लेट a square dash be equal to 0 to get critical points। तो कैसे इक्वल टू 0 करूंगा आप खुद देखिएगा। a square dash is equal to 0 implies 1/4 2hx minus 4x cube is equal to 0। तो यहां पर मैं यहां 1/4 कभी 0 के इक्वल नहीं हो सकता है, तो इसीलिए 2hx minus 4x cube 0 होता है। यहां पर हेलो हेलो हेलो
सर 2x क्लियर है।
अच्छा h स्क्वायर, सॉरी, अच्छा h स्क्वायर है, ओके सॉरी, ओके आई एम फॉरगेटिंग दैट, ओके सॉरी। सो x कॉमन निकाल दिया हमने, 2h स्क्वायर माइनस 4x स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 0 किया। अब फिर आप यहां तक ले लीजिएगा ताकि मैं उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करूं। x क्यूब Yes. Now I want you to please, hello, KB number 1 Srinagar, the teacher must know that the students are talking each other. Look at the child who is sitting right in front of me. Number 1 Srinagar. Please be serious, beta. We are struggling for you. Please. Now, I have carried forward whatever I have lost written. Now, x into something here is equal to 0. Then either x must be equal to 0 or 2h square minus 4x square should be equal to 0. We know that x can never be equal to 0. Why? Because if x becomes 0, then that right angled triangle disappears. Therefore, this value is inadmissible. We don't consider it. So now let me go for this. Minus 4 x square is equal to minus 2h square. So the 2 ones are minus 2 twos are. So 2x square is equal to minus minus cancel. That's what you have to understand. X square is equal to h square upon 2. X is equal to h upon root 2. Square rooting on both sides. What an interesting derivation you see. आप जिस मेथड के जरिए मैंने पिछले बार किया उसमें x वैल्यू कितना आया, मैंने पिछले मेथड में जो बनाया उसमें x वैल्यू कितना है बेटा,
h by under root 2.
अब यहां पर क्या आया है, x इज इक्वल टू
h upon under root 2.
सेम है.
Yes, sir.
दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. अब मैं x वैल्यू को y वैल्यू में सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा. इससे पहले कि मैं इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करूं, क्योंकि ये CP है, this is one CP, critical point. This is not a CP. Please remember, this is not a CP because x can never be equal to 0, because if x is equal to 0, then the triangle will disappear. Now, triangle cannot disappear because triangle must be there. Now, I take a square dash once again. What was a square dash? A square dash was this, 1 upon 4, 2h square x minus 4x cube. And I will differentiate this once again. This is my function. So I would differentiate this 2 times. Now 1 upon 4 I take out. The differentiation of this is 2h square minus differentiation of this is 12x square. That's very beautiful. Now I will take x, the value CP in a square. So a square double dash, that is the function's double derivative at x is equal to h by root 2. Thus I substitute here, it is 1 upon 4 2h square minus 12 into, it is x square, that is h square upon 2. Thus 2 ones are 2 6 are. Thus 1 upon 4 2h square minus 6h square. Thus it is 1 upon 4 into minus 4h square. The 4 and the 4 cancel. It is minus h square. Therefore, it is less than 0. What a beautiful derivation you see in mathematics. It has come. We have taken the CP in a double dash and we proved a double dash is less than 0. So I now conclude that a double dash is less than 0. Please look at a square double dash is less than 0 at x is equal to h upon root 2. Therefore, area is maximum at x is equal to h upon root 2. Now, if h is equal to x is equal to h upon root 2, then what is y value? Please go back to your problem where I have written y square is equal to h square minus x square. So I substitute it, x square is h square by 2. The h square by 2, the h minus h square by 2 will be h square by 2. Then y is equal to h upon root 2. Look at, therefore, this implies x is equal to y. It is an isosceles triangle. So I proved on both methods that the trigonometric function, trigonometric method as well as algebraic method, both conclude at one place only. The x and y are equal. So first you take this part you have to take, then you have to take this part, then here, then come here to the last. Come on, quick. इसमें पत्थर है, इसमें पत्थर है। कस को